Hey guys, my name is crZym and today I'm here with the second part of Armor Guide, which is a series where I look at the different armor in Battlefield and the way that their damaged models function. So my buddy Dacre and I actually took a look at the tank and the tank destroyer, and the first thing I gotta say is that the main cannon of both do the same damage, even though one is 150 millimeters, the other 120 if I'm right, but the damage is exactly the same. So we actually tried all combinations like tank destroyer versus tank destroyer, tank versus tank, and tank versus tank destroyer. But if you see us in a video like shooting with a tank at the tank destroyer, it doesn't make a difference if you use a tank destroyer instead, it's the same. Another interesting thing is that the tank shell actually does a little bit more damage than the RPG. We already did a part on that one, so if you missed it, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. But I gotta say the RPG does something like 20 to 40% less damage than the main cannon of a tank or a tank destroyer. So let's get right into it. We're gonna start with the tank destroyer, and again the first thing we do is a shot 90 degrees to the front, which deals a 47% damage to the tank destroyer. The next shot is a shot less than 45 degrees angles to the front, which will give us a damage of 25%. And again, also with the main cannon of the tank destroyer has the same pretty much the same damage model on all sides, as you're gonna see in a second. A shot with 90 degrees to the side does 44% damage. I think we took another one which actually did something about 46%, so it depends on how good you get the angle, but something around that. A shot less than 45 degrees to the side does again 25% damage. And so yeah, the last thing we got remaining for tank destroyer are the two shots into the back. The shot at under 45 degrees to the back does again 25% damage, but in this clip I figured it out later after I cut it. We actually didn't get the 45 degrees, so this gives us 29, but it should be 25. And a shot straight into the back at 90 degrees again does a 47% damage. So the front and the back actually appear to be a little bit weaker, but not that much. So now let's move on to the tank. Again, it's exactly the same thing, all the different angles, all the different sides. One thing though I gotta say, as we see right here, the tank shell does 28 in front. That's way more than the RPG did. So the tank shell does quite a bit more damage on the tank than the RPG would. So a shot under 45 degrees to the front does 24%. The same goes for the side, as we'll see in a second, but first we got a 90 degree shot, which actually will do 48% damage. So there's one thing that I gotta say, think about it. If you're thinking like, oh, I only got like 95% health, doesn't matter. It does matter. It can make the difference between a life and death, as you see in this clip, because 48, there's only like 4% health left. So if you're driving at 100%, you're not gonna be dead after 2 shots. If you're driving at less than 100, you're gonna be dead. So keep that in mind. Last we got the shot into the back, which is really devastating. Gives us a 74% damage, which is instant disable, and it does really hurt. So watch out for your back. A shot at under 90 degrees, at under 45 degrees, sorry, that's a 45 damage, which is still quite a bit. So if you can, always go for the back of the tank. It's only gonna benefit you. So here at the end I got a chart where you can see all the different values again. The white ones are actually the one from the RPG. I left them in there so we can compare it now, and the green ones are those from the main cannon. And as we see, it isn't that much of a difference on a tank destroyer, only that it will be a 4-shot all the time, which isn't the case with the RPG. On a tank, I think it's a little bit more difference between a RPG and the main cannon. And you see, especially in a bag, a tank versus a tank into the bag really hurts. So yeah, I hope this helps you. As always, have a nice day, and I'll see you